some giveaway stuff for you guys. Look at this stuff.
Woohoo!
Woo! Giveaway!
Do you, Boo? Stay chill!
It's the Divergent because I was at the thing.
Give us a little outfit of the day.
Oh, you know.
Cali swag.
Swagoo! What up, beautiful people? It is your homegirl Shameless, all up in your building. Part 2 of the upload for Divergent. Have you guys read the book? Have you watched the movie? Let me know. Comment below. I am obsessed over the book, so check it out. Giveaway at the end. You're part of Dauntless.
Yes.
And it's heavily driven about fear. Do you have any personal fears that you've faced and have overcome?
I like the whole concept. That's what kind of drew me to the character, really, is this whole concept of not being fearless, because that's inhuman,
Right.
but it's being fearful of something, but knowing how to respond to it and overcome it. And I think that's a great scene on the... Oh, there's a great message on the Ferris wheel when she says, "Why are you afraid of heights?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course. Everyone's afraid of something. It's just how you conquer it, you know."
There's a lot of young viewers that are going to be watching this film. What kind of message do you want them to walk away with?
I think there's a few, but I think first and foremost it's an empowering story about a young woman who thinks that she doesn't belong anywhere. She doesn't know where she belongs, and she finds her identity essentially, and she finds out that she's different and she doesn't fit into kind of a categorization which puts people in very, you know, neat, finite boxes, which happens day to day in reality, but she realizes that that's not necessarily a bad thing. So it's a film about, you know, realizing you're different, but realizing that's actually a positive thing.
Right. And do you have any scenes in this film that were really challenging for you, either mentally or physically?
I'd say the kissing scene when Shay and Tristan Ford's character come together, we wanted to make that as good as possible, in the sense that we didn't want to fall into any traps, that it became kind of perfunctory or cheesy or just there for the sake of it. So we really wanted to try and make it as real as possible, and that was a challenge.
How many takes?
I tried to do as many as possible.
Hugs, yay, love.
Nice to meet you.
Maya, nice to meet you too.
Oh, your hair is awesome.
I love your hair.
Thank you, dude.
Was your hair short in the movie?
No, it was long in the movie.
That was your hair?
Yeah, that was all my hair.
Okay, because when I saw your hair short, I'm like...
Yeah, no,
Was
I
it
cut it
hair?
afterwards.
Oh, okay. It looks really awesome. I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so you're part of the Dauntless factions, and that deals with a lot of facing your fears. Do you have any personal fears that you've faced and have overcome?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you know, I feel like nobody is fearless, and I'm trying to think of specific moments, but nobody's fearless, and it's sort of the way that you react to fear, you know? Do you take fear on, or do you sort of shy away from it? And I think that in my life, I try to face it, and I like challenges, and I'm very open to them, you know? So when they come about, I try not to turn around and face the other direction. I try to face them head on and be like, all right, cool, well, this sucks. How do we fix it? How do I get around it?
Right. Has there anything about the book or the movie or even the character inspired you in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I think that one of the neat things about the character is she does sort of diverge from mediocrity, and she doesn't conform to or abide by a certain set of rules. And I feel like I think we're all sort of like that. It just depends on whether or not we honor our spirits. And so I hope that people take away from this the inspiration to live a life that's empowered, whatever that means to them.
And then also in this movie, they think the solution to having peace and avoiding war is to have the 5 factions. Now, what would your solution be?
I feel like there's so many things that would need to be fixed, but they all have to, I think it all stems from love and compassion. So I think that, you know, the solution would honestly be to, like, live a life of love for everyone and everything, especially yourself. And then just have compassion towards it all.
Yes.
And laugh it off. Everyone needs to laugh a little bit.
Oh, yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming down.
Thank you, and congratulations.
High five. Thank you.
Do you have any personal fears that you've faced and have overcome?
I have a friend who, you know, is very passionate about something, you know, it's what that person wants to do with their life, and sometimes they're very worried about, oh, you know, am I going to be able to do this and be successful? What will my parents think if I fail? Or and you know, I've been very lucky because my parents have been so supportive, and I've only thought that this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I've never been afraid of failure. I think being afraid of failure is the biggest waste of time.
Right.
Because if you're afraid of failure, it's very difficult to succeed. So I guess my only advice would be not to be afraid of failing.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
read the description box. But basically, let me know if you've watched the movie or read the book. And if you have, let me know which faction you'd belong to. I would be Dauntless. And then use the hashtag ShamelessFaction. Okay, that's it. Remember, guys, to do you, be you, and stay true. Be shameless, boo.